An insane sight awaits. A huge series of discs made of brass or metal. A gigantic tower stands above you, and in the torchlight you see this strange, corpulent form staring down at you. Its flesh, more of a vile, soiled fabric, almost like burlap, and it cackles. What have we here? An intrepid band of what? Lawn gnomes here to take my prize? You're joking. You gotta be. Well, let me tell you something. I'm gonna cut this tomato of a man wide open. I want to see if his insides are as red as his outsides. Come on, then. Put your fate in your hands. Take a chance. Roll the dice. If you think you got it in you, but fair warning, the house always wins. And this gigantic mechanical tower comes to life, lights up. The giant discs start to spin, and the different levels of it start to whir and clatter. Roll for initiative, motherfucker! The second your foot steps down on the metal ridge of that, you hear as your foot drops an inch, and the column at the center goes, and you see two tall, flat panels, the entire length of that column go, and you have a split second to see this fluid, clear bubble go, and a giant cube shape spills out, and centrifugal force sends it going. Oh. Klaus is engulfed.
No!
And then Bells appears and just starts singing, Hot color bells, sweet silver bells, so how they play.
Holy hell, roll the damage.
And just, I'm gonna go into a frenzy on the inside and just like try and carve my way through from the interior.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, just carving this like wild Wolverine-like creature from the inside of it.
There is a little spinning neutron in the middle of this gelatinous cube, and the thing is just kind of going. The whole corner has been chunked off, and it is losing its consistency. It's losing its shape. And you hear from outside through that muffling of this fluid around you, and the fruitcake just starts going, be jolly, and it just starts carving away bits till there's nothing left, and it's just easy for you to spill out. As you step down at the top here, the long red panel leading into the top depresses as you get in, and a little trapdoor goes, and you see a large, almost as big as you, spiked D20 coming out, and you just sort of do a little ballet, and it just flies right past you, and you hear as this gigantic iron D20 strikes into some piece of stone ruins.
Is there anything up here? Any means of climbing to the next?
Yeah, as soon as you're here, you see there's actually above where those trap doors lifted, there's a separate round hole, and you can just see the edge of another round hole, and you see what look like bars of a ladder on the inside.
Center?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll just shout, "Watch out for balls!"
Sound advice.
Wormsack at the top goes, "Oh, you think I'm just fucking around?" And he turns his back to you. And you see his arm raised to the sky, and there's like a large black spike coming up out of it. It's oily. It looks like carapace, maybe. And you see it go up to the air, and you see it then bend down and go
into Santa?
Yes, into Santa.
Power's mine!
Klaus, I think it's time we do like old times, yeah?
Yeah, the 1, 2.
Yep.
Following suit.
I'm gonna cast Dimension Door.
Yeah, you are.
And I'm in a dimension door. We're gonna go right up.
At that moment, you all hear a voice ring out from the ruins behind you, adjacent to a large outcropping of stone. Enough! This has all gone too far. Release him! And as you all turn, you see a pale, gaunt figure crawling over the broken stone of this ruined tower. And you can see a skeleton frame and large, misshapen skull sitting there within the rind that is this creature's head. I started this mess, and now we will finish it. The Hollow King bends down low to the ground, and his elbows and hips rise above his back even, and springs. Now we are on to Klaus.
So both strikes, I just get it right in his face with both candy canes like jammed into his mouth, and like pull the mouth open a bit and just be like, say motherfucker.
And that smile stretches, and you just see beetles just spilling and vomiting out the wider it gets, and it's going.
I stand up.
It's good times.
And Wormsack is no longer there. But there's the fat man. I could do this.
Oh my god.
I move towards Saint Nick. He told me to make Voltron out of wood. No one wanted it. He told me to make a Game Boy. I can't do circuits. He told me to make the little trolls, but the hair didn't move. And I'll take my wooden chisel. I stab him in the chest.
So I'm gonna take aim, and I'm gonna do what I'm gonna call Ebenezer's Scorcher.
You are full of anxiety and rage and thrust your hands downward, and a torrent of flame spills down below you, and this sack lights ablaze like the Wicker Man, and all these bugs start to burn and crisp and fall away, and he just falls into pieces, into lumps, into clumps and piles of insects. The Hollow King, you watch the creature take its own hand and reach into its own body and grab a rib right where its heart would be, supposedly, and pulls out a bone which is just as jagged and sharp as the candy cane that Klaus is holding.
That can't be good.
He stabs you straight through the heart.
I've been underappreciated my whole life. I never learned any new skills. No one loves wood and metal toys anymore. I just wanted to be on top for once. I'm sorry.
You all hear a slight grunt. And Santa is sitting on the edge of this altar.
What is going on here?
This bag of humbug here planted a blade into your chest.
Well, I think that...
And the pale one kneels down.
Wait. I am to blame. I started this mess. I mean to make amends.
And he takes the rib and reaches out and places it on Santa Claus's knee.
Worry yourselves no more.
And giant claws reach out and grab Chutney. And you watch as the pale one leaps from the top and descends into darkness.